Kathy with Kathy by Design, and I have a really fun project to share with you today. I'm very excited to be guest designing for the fabulous folks over at Authentique Papers for the next few months, and I decided to create a little Mother's Day project since we're coming up on Mother's Day, but this would be great for any kind of feminine birthday, anniversary, friendship gift, whatever. So this is a fun little folio that I designed with their fabulous collection, which truly is fabulous. It's well named. And this is made with, the base is made with 2 sheets of white cardstock. And I'll kind of show you in a minute how I put the base together. But first I thought we'd just take a look at the project. So the album measures 5 by 7. It has a 1-inch spine. And I created this little ribbon closure to hold it shut. And what I've done here is I've just layered aqua cardstock with some of the beautiful patterned papers in the collection. I always buy the collections because I love that they come with stickers and cardstock dies, die cuts. There's so many different ways to use them. So I chose one of the 3x4 journaling cards. I love this Be Beautiful sentiment, and this became the focal. I added a little Prima resin dress form and dressed it up with some petaloo, mini flowers, and then added one of these wonderful stickers, popped everything up on chipboard, and then this is just a little sticker that I added to the top of a brad and covered with glossy accents. I'll hold that up so you can see that better, and it just makes a wonderful little embellishment. Then these little white metal flourishes from Funky Junky Boutique and a whole cluster of beautiful petaloo flowers. I have botanica blooms in here and Gerbera daisies, more of these little mini mulberry flowers, a beautiful teal rose, some of the teal botanica, mixed botanica, and then diamond satin, aqua diamond satin ribbon from Really Reasonable Ribbon and some burlap string. So that's basically the cover. And then it opens like this, and it's kind of a tri-fold, almost like a 4-fold. So in this first panel, I created a side pocket with more of the beautiful designer paper and a sticker from the collection that says, thank goodness I'm fabulous. And then I added in this little journaling card where you can write a message or, you know, a journal notes, and then just some really quick 4x6 photo, actually these are 4 by 5.5 photo mounts, and I just cut rectangles of cardstock and then cropped the corners with my crop-a-dile, and that's the ticket punch. So that's in that pocket, and then you could also put more photos in there too. And then there's the back of the spine. I just kind of dressed it up with a little designer paper, and then this little flap is fun. I used one of the little hearts and created a little specialty paperclip embellishment by gluing a little strip of scrap paper. I cut a banner flag on it and then added a flower on the top, and that holds this flap closed. So this flap opens out. Here's another journaling spot, and then another 3x4 journal card, and then this flap opens up and you've got a little folio in here for 2 more pictures. So that's kind of fun. I love to create little fold outs and flaps and things like that. And then down at the bottom, I cut this title off the top of one of those 3x5 cards, mounted it on cardstock, and created a title. And then this is one of the cardstock cutouts that comes in the collection. I just backed it with paper and popped it up to make a little decoration. So then here's a 1/4-inch spine, and then this opens out again, and here we have a waterfall feature, and this is again one of the 3x4 journal cards that I cut down to fit, and each of these little waterfall features measures 3 1/4 by, hold on, I think I did them 3 1/4 by 3 3/4, and then there's a 1/2-inch flap. So these open up, and then of course there's room for your photos here, and I put little black buttons, designer paper, but this is just a great way to showcase a whole bunch of photos. Look at this cute little camera sticker, and I just punched out a circle and added it on there. And I only glue the top so the photo will fit underneath. So each page, this is a little sticker. I did the same thing here so the photo will fit back behind it. Another sticker mounted on cardstock, and then a little banner flag from the stickers mounted on cardstock. And then I just created a little pocket, and I think this is so cute. This is from the little die cut page, and just a room to write a note. You could stick a gift card in here for mom so she can get a massage and get her nails done, go to the craft store, whatever. So then this center panel is a pocket, and I had a lot of fun with this. I just created the pocket and then stuck in some of I love the journaling cards because they're just really, really cute, but they're also functional because you can journal on the back or add pictures, and fun to pull out. And then of course you could also, because this pocket is 5 by 7, you could also mount large photos and put large photos in here. And then this is just another cute little paperclip embellishment that I made with some scraps of paper and a little petaloo posy. And then this is a sticker. I mounted it on cardstock and created a little file folder for a secret journaling spot. So that's that panel. Then coming back over here to the waterfall page, guess what? This opens out again. How fun is that? So here you have 2 panels. Each of these measures 3.5 inches wide, and I created little pockets, decorated them, and then mounted images on cardstock, and you can put photos on the back. There's room here to do some journaling. And I always buy the 3x4 journal pad because it's such a great value, and you get a ton of them, and you can do so many different things with them. Over here is a little sticker, and I just took the center out, popped it up on some foam dimensionals, and then again, more of these cute little journaling cards mounted on cardstock with the corners cropped, and another spot to do some journaling. So that's the basic album. It actually comes together really quickly, and I'm not going to make the base, but I do have the template that I created as the prototype for this. You see everything just closes up neat and tidy. There you go. So it doesn't take up a lot of space. It will stand on its own because of the 1-inch spine, and you can fit a ton of photos and memorabilia in here. So that's the project. Now I'll show you the prototype. So here's the base for this little folio, and you're going to need 2 sheets of cardstock. The prototype I just did with my cheapest lightweight cardstock. I do that quite often when I'm creating a prototype so that I don't waste paper, but then I save it so that if I want to make another one, I have it. So the first thing you're going to do is cut this so that each 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock is now 7 inches tall by 11 inches long. And then where at the end of one sheet, and you can kind of see where I've joined this, I used a 1/2 inch strip of score tape and ran it down the side and just carefully lined these up to create this really long 7-inch by, what does it end up being, 21.5 inch long piece of paper. And this is our folio. This is the base. So let me fold this up and I'll show you. Here's your cover, right? This is going to be your cover, and this measures 5 by 7. So when you're scoring on your score tool, you're going to score 3 inches. Then you're going to measure 5 more inches and score there. Then you're going to measure 1 inch and score again. Then you're going to measure another 5 inch and score again. Then you're going to measure 1/4 inch over and score again. Then you're going to measure over 3.5 inches and score again. Then you're going to measure another 1/4 inch, and that will leave you with this little panel. And then what you have is this lovely dimensional little folio that you can fold up and fill. So on this first page where you do your 3-inch score, just cut a hole punch, and you're going to cover this with designer paper and then glue just the sides, and that becomes your pocket. On this center panel, you're going to measure a piece of paper. Here are my little notes. This paper is 5 3/4 by, this one was 4 1/2. And you're going to score and turn this into a pocket that is going to fit right here in this section. Here's the one that's all scored and folded. And I always cover the background with my designer paper first, cover the pocket with your designer paper, then add your hole punch and glue everything down. That's the way to do it. So that's that pocket. Then over here, this is, these are smaller pockets. One here, and these you want to cut your paper to measure 4 1/4 by 5 1/4, and then I scored in a 1/2 inch on the bottom and a 1/4 inch on the sides to make each of these. So that's the inside. Then remember, you have this fun little flap. This is this flap right here, and that's how I decorated that up. And then this becomes your waterfall page here. So that's kind of how it works. And see, here's your, if we lay these out, I don't know if I can get this all in the camera frame, but you can see this is this. So it's a real quick and easy project. And then I did cover everything with cardstock, kind of as double layers because I have cardstock then designer paper to make it really strong, and then just decorate it up. It's a load of fun. I hope you'll give it a try. I would like to thank Authentique for inviting me to share this with you. Oh, real quick before I go, I had scraps on my table, so I went ahead and made a matching card. Isn't this cute? Another one of these fabulous 3x4 journal cards, just mounted up with some of the stickers, scraps of paper that I had on my desk. Another cute little paper clip. This says life's a bowl of cherries, so I did little cherry novelty buttons, created a little specialty paper clip, some doilies. I think these are Tim Holtz shabby lace doilies, and then inside another pocket with a cute bookmark tag. Look, it has a high heel on it. How cute is that? More cherries, more little banner flags. This is a great way to use scraps, by the way, these little banner flags. This is a sentiment I had in my stash that I just stamped up and added here. Little tea bag for Mom, and then I never say never and I never say always. My mother always used to say, I don't like to make promises I can't keep. So that made me think of her. Created just cut a little piece of paper, scored it, created a little pocket, a little chocolate because Mom loves chocolate. So that's my little Mother's Day gift ensemble. I hope I've given you some good ideas that you can use in your own crafting time. Thank you so much for joining me, and get out your Authentique fabulous paper and get your craft on.